Millennials were told, follow your dreams and everything will work out. Gen Z was told, nothing is guaranteed, figure it out yourself. Same world, but two completely different mindsets. People think the difference between millennials and Gen Z is just age, but it's not. It's the way they see life, the way they think, and the way they survive, because one grew up during change, and the other was born into it. Millennials remember a world before smartphones, before social media controlled attention. They experienced the transition. Gen Z didn't. They were born into a world of constant notifications, endless scrolling, and instant access to everything, and that changed their brain. Completely. Millennials can sit through a 20-minute video, a slow movie, a long explanation. Gen Z, if it doesn't grab attention in seconds, it's gone. Short videos, fast cuts, instant dopamine, because their brain adapted to speed. Millennials text like this, hey, how are you doing? Gen Z texts like this, WYD short, fast, expressive. Millennials communicate to be clear, Gen Z communicates to be quick. Millennials were told, find your passion, build a career, stay loyal. Gen Z looked at the economy and said, that doesn't work anymore. They want flexibility, multiple income streams, freedom over stability, not because they're lazy, but because they've seen what happens when you rely on one path. Millennials grew up with hope. They believed work hard, and life will reward you. Gen Z grew up watching recessions, job struggles, rising cost of living. So they don't expect life to be fair. They expect to adapt. Millennials separate real life and online life. Gen Z blends both into one. Friends can exist without ever meeting. Memories can happen through a screen. To them, online is not fake life. It is life. Millennials followed the system, school to degree to job. Gen Z said, I'll learn it on YouTube. Skills over certificates, speed over structure, because information is everywhere now, and they know it. Millennials tried to fit into the world. Gen Z is trying to redefine it. They express themselves more, challenge norms more, and question everything. Not because they're difficult, but because they grew up seeing how fast things can change. Millennials were raised to believe in the system. Gen Z was raised to question it. One generation chased stability, the other is trying to survive uncertainty. And maybe neither of them is wrong. So the next time you say, this generation is different, or remember this, they didn't choose to be different, they were shaped that way. If you enjoy content that breaks down human behavior, subscribe, because understanding people changes everything.